what you are doing right now. Seriously, just pause for a second. I am about to tell you about a machine that shouldn't technically exist. We live in a world where cars are getting quieter, softer and more automated. But somewhere in a secret facility in the UK, engineers have built something that rebels against that entire idea. Imagine a vehicle that possesses a technology so advanced, so bizarre, that it actually bends the laws of physics. Literally. I'm not exaggerating. There is a specific feature on the rear of this car, a piece of aerospace magic, that I am going to reveal to you later in this video. And when I do, it is going to shake your understanding of how solid objects are supposed to work. It's a detail that feels like it was stolen from a UFO. But before we get to that mind-bending secret, we need to understand the monster that carries it. Welcome back to Futureverse. If you are obsessed with the machines that define tomorrow, you are in the right place. Do me a favor and hit that subscribe button right now, because we are about to take a journey into the absolute peak of automotive engineering. Today we are not just looking at a car, we are looking at the 2026 Aston Martin Valhalla. Now let's get into it. When you first look at the Valhalla, you realize this isn't just a luxury car. It is the son of the Valkyrie. Aston Martin calls it a supercar, but looking at the stats, this is pure hypercar territory. It is low, incredibly wide, and it looks like it's moving at 300 miles per hour even when it is parked dead still. The design philosophy here is entirely driven by formulas. When this isn't marketing speak, the Aston Martin F1 team actually helped develop the materials and the shape of this car. The body is built around a carbon fiber tub, which is the same way they build race cars for the track. This makes it incredibly stiff and terrifyingly light. When you walk up to it, the first thing you notice are the dihedral doors. They don't just open out, they swing up and forward, creating this dramatic entrance that screams event. But let's talk about what makes this thing breathe. Under that rear engine cover lies a masterpiece of violence and electricity. This is a plug-in hybrid, but please, do not confuse this with the hybrid your neighbor drives to save gas. This system is designed for one thing: absolute, unadulterated speed. The heart of the beast is a 4.0-liter twin-turbo V8 engine. This is a bespoke flat-plane crank engine. Why does that matter? Because flat-plane crank engines rev higher and scream louder. It sounds like a tearing sheet of metal. This engine alone revs all the way to 7,200 RPM and produces over 800 horsepower. But that wasn't enough for Aston Martin. They wanted to break the 1,000 horsepower barrier. So they added a futuristic electric system. There are 3 e-motors in this car. 2 are on the front axle and 1 is integrated into the transmission. When you combine the screaming V8 with these instant torque electric motors, you get a combined output of 98 horsepower. Let's just call it 1,000 for the sake of round numbers. This setup creates all-wheel drive, giving you traction that feels like the car is clawing into the asphalt. The result? You can go from a dead standstill to 60 miles per hour in just 2.5 seconds. By the time you finish reading this sentence, the Valhalla is already gone. It tops out at 217 miles per hour. But here is where it gets really interesting and a bit unique. Because it's a hybrid, it has a silent mode. You can actually drive this hypercar in pure electric mode for about 9 miles. Imagine rolling silently out of your neighborhood like a ghost. And then, once you hit the highway, you unleash the V8 engine and wake up the dead. It also features a totally new 8-speed dual-clutch transmission. But here's a weird fact. This car has no reverse gear. That sounds crazy, right? To save weight, they removed the physical reverse gear from the transmission. So when you put it in reverse, the car actually uses the electric motors to spin the wheels backward. It is genius engineering to save every gram of weight. Now let's step inside the cockpit. I say cockpit because this is not a normal car interior. It is tighter than a drum. The driving position is inspired by Formula 1. Your heels are raised slightly higher than your hips. This feet-up position connects you to the chassis in a way normal cars don't. And here's another detail that shows how obsessed they are with the driver. The seats do not move. They are fixed directly to the carbon fiber tub. If you want to get comfortable, you pull a lever and the pedals and steering wheel move towards you. The steering wheel itself is square, not round, to give you better visibility of the digital dashboard. It's loaded with buttons, so you never have to take your arms off the wheel. The infotainment system creates a digital interface that feels like something out of a sci-fi movie, featuring Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. But frankly, if you are looking at the screen instead of the road in this car, you are doing it wrong. Okay, remember at the beginning of this video, I told you I would tell you something that would shake your understanding of physics? Something that would blow your mind? We have arrived at that moment. Let's talk about the rear wing. In almost every other car in the world, when a wing needs to change its angle to create downforce, the whole wing tilts. It uses hinges and motors, and you can see the gap where the wing moves. The Valhalla does something that looks like magic. It features technology from NASA called FlexFoil. Listen closely to this because it is wild. The carbon fiber on the rear wing actually bends. It morphs. There are no hinges. There are no gaps. The material itself changes, shape under electronic control, to alter the aerodynamics in real time. It's like the wing is alive. It's like the skin of a shark. This allows the car to generate massive downforce over 600 kilograms of pressure, pushing the car into the road at 150 miles per hour without creating the drag that a normal wing would. This is technology that has never been seen on a production car like this before. It means the air flows over the car smoothly, uninterrupted by mechanical joints. It is the kind of detail that justifies the price tag because you are driving a piece of active, morphing aviation technology. And speaking of the price tag, let's address the elephant in the room. This level of futuristic engineering does not come cheap. The Aston Martin Valhalla is expected to start around $800,000. And with options, you are easily looking at a $1 million vehicle. It sits right below the Valkyrie, but above almost everything else on the road. It is strictly limited production. Owning one isn't just about having money, it's about securing an allocation for a piece of history. Driving this car is described as transparent. That is the word the test drivers use. It means the car communicates everything to you. The suspension uses multimatic adaptive spool, valve dampers, tech usually reserved for elite race cars, which means the car can be soft and compliant on a city street, but instantly turn rigid and flat. As a board, when you put it into track mode, it manages the airflow, the suspension stiffness, and the torque vectoring millions of times a second to make you feel like a better driver than you actually are. So what is the verdict? The 2026 Aston Martin Valhalla is not just another fast car, it is a bridge. It is a bridge between the beautiful, roaring internal combustion engines of the past and the electric precision of the future. It proves that going hybrid doesn't mean becoming boring, it means becoming faster. It is a car that uses a morphing, bending wing from NASA and an engine from a racetrack to create an experience that is barely legal on public roads. It is beautiful, it is terrifying, and it is absolutely magnificent. I want to know what you think. Is the FlexFoil technology the coolest thing you've ever heard of? Or is it just a gimmick? And if you had $1 million, would you buy this? Or a Ferrari SF90? Let me know in the comments below. We rate every single one. If this video gave you chills, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to Futureverse. We are going to keep bringing you the most insane, futuristic, and mind-blowing vehicles on the planet. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.